Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. In today's episode, we are entering the land of storytelling, and I'm going to be talking about why I hate long movies. When I was a kid, I used to like long movies because I used to watch a lot of these Bollywood movies that were sometimes 2.5 to 4 hours long. But back then, I was a little kid. What else was I going to do besides watch movies? Nowadays, as an adult, whenever a movie is hitting over 1 hour and 30 minutes, I start to get impatient. My formula is a great movie that's too long becomes a good movie. And one example of this is the movie Better Man. This was you could say a memoir of this singer from overseas. And this is the movie where the main actor, for whatever reason, they gave him a monkey's face. I thought it was an excellent film. It was a psychological thriller, it was a comedy, it was a drama, all wrapped in one. And as I was watching the movie, I thought, this is amazing. I was actually expecting this to be a poor film, but as I'm watching it, I'm enjoying it. Start wrapping up. It was around the 1 hour and 35 minute mark that I wanted it to wrap up. But it kept going and going and going. And I would say it stayed on for 15 to 20 minutes too long, and it bugged me. I thought, just end already. It's the same thing with books, where sometimes I'm reading a book, and for some reason, the author, he finishes on a good note, then he just keeps babbling on more and more, and he doesn't know when to end. A book that could have been 180 pages suddenly turns into a 300-page debacle. This is not good. Creators need to understand when to end it. And in my opinion, the perfect time for movies is 1 hour and 30 minutes, for the most part. Can movies stretch beyond that? I think the answer is yes, but it really depends on what type of movie you're working with. When I watched the movie Brutalist, it was over 3 hours. But for a movie like that, it was an epic. That means we see a character's life unfolding over a long duration of time. This is a movie that justifies 3 to 3.5 hours because it is an epic. But a comedy movie, that's not an epic. You don't need 2 hours for that. You just need 1 hour and 30 minutes. And by forcing directors to focus on that hour and 30 minute mark, I believe it will make them more creative. They'll get rid of a lot of this fluff that they try to package into their movies, and they'll focus on the essentials. And another thing that I've noticed is that if a movie that's 1 hour and 30 minutes sucks, I don't mind it as much as a movie that's 2 hours and 15 minutes sucking. Because if it's 1 hour and 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, well, I barely wasted any time. But 2 hours and 15 minutes, it sucks. I'm furious. Because each minute that's more than 1 hour and 35-ish minutes feels like dog years to me. I'm thinking, just wrap it up already. I think in the future, more and more movies are going to be around that 1 hour and 30 minute mark. I think that's the sweet spot. 2 hour movies need to die because, let's be real, movies are losing traction to TV shows. TV shows are losing traction to YouTube. YouTube is losing traction to TikTok. We are going more in the short form era. I'm not saying that movies can't be 3 hours, but you really need to understand what type of movies to make 3 hours and which type of movies to keep 1 hour and 30-ish minutes. If you enjoyed today's talk and you want more breakdowns like this into storytelling, be sure to check out my book, The Art and Science of Storytelling. You can check it out by going on ArmaniTalks.com, hit shop, and you'll see the book there. Or you can go on Amazon, Audible, any platform out there, because The Art and Science of Storytelling is currently available in multiple formats. I will also drop a link for the book in the pinned comment and the description box right on below. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.